Hi guys, what's going on? I was not going to do a reading today, but I was feeling pulled to, and as I tried to ignore it, I was getting like anxious, like having old panic attacks that I used to have. Those have been flaring up for me recently. So, yeah, let's just get this over with. I don't know if it's going to be one video or two, but we'll see. And I just have to get it out. It must be important, especially having the anxiety / panic attacks I was having. Okay, so let's just see what the fuck is going on. All right, what's going on with the collective? All right. There's something unseen, something hidden, okay? It's heavy too, because here comes anxiety. All right, what else? It's something like growing within some of you, maybe a collective type thing. It's something festering, something manifesting, but it's an inner change, okay? This could be a spiritual change, could be a mental change, all right? I'm feeling spiritual for a lot of people, all right? Maybe some of you have been having anxious feelings, or just more anxious or more paranoid, maybe restless, right? Which I have been saying a lot this week. There is a change mentally too. This could be spiritually also, like we're becoming more grounded, okay? I think a lot of us are becoming more grounded within our minds, our spirit, our emotions, even. We're gaining more control over ourselves. All right? So this is kind of also going back to that reading I think I did, a week ago, where I said it's like the final shift before the wheel changes, all right? Because I do remember mentioning that we're going to feel anxious, we're going to feel tired, all right? So let's see. This has to happen, okay? It's happening right now specifically for some of us. If you've been feeling like I have, or been feeling like, I don't know, the symptoms I've been saying, even like physical ailments, migraines, headaches, just irritable, being more irritable, fatigue, can't sleep, all right? This has to happen because there's some type of abundance coming in. Abundance could be money, it could be love, it could be spiritual wealth. I don't know. I think it's different for each individual, okay? Whatever is coming, whatever is hidden, right? Like I just said, it's coming in pretty quickly, pretty fucking soon. All right? That is why a lot of us are feeling these symptoms that I have been speaking about. It's on the way. Very close. Very close for some of you guys, all right? Oh no, too many. There's gonna be, okay, yeah. So earlier when I said there's something growing, something manifesting within, something like that, right? It's like like I said, there's a balancing coming. It's a balancing of emotions, of spirituality, of mental, right? Like I said, okay? Your shadow self is trying, the rest of your shadow self, or the rest of your ugly sides, right, are trying to kind of finally morph into becoming one okay? Which we talk about that a lot, right? So that's what you're feeling. If you've been doing a lot of self-reflection, if you've been doing a lot of like looking at yourself and telling yourself the truth, whatever, if you've been doing a lot of shadow work, right? This is like the final act or whatever, okay? So that's what we're feeling. That's why we're feeling this way. Our lower self is trying to finally almost cooperate with our higher self and become one, okay? It's like we feel the shift, we feel the morphing. They're intertwining. It's going to create balance. The parts of you that are intertwining are if you have a nasty fucking attitude, if you have anger issues, if you have depression, right? You've been working on controlling those things, and now it's like they're willingly bowing down to you. You know what I mean? See right here? Once you gain control, full control, and kind of rebalance, because I do think a lot of us are feeling imbalanced right now, again with the anxiety, big on the anxiety and paranoia for some reason. Once you rebalance, okay, things are going to start flowing in. You're going to be very victorious. You're going to be very successful. You're going to have more control of yourself. You're going to be able to control the outcome of things. I think a lot of you have been going through just like uncontrollable situations for the past few years. You'll be able to kind of like have more of a say of what happens in your life, okay? I don't know. I was not going to do a reading today. Okay, some of you also make sure if you're feeling more like extreme symptoms or whatever, or more like noticeable things that might be heavier than other people going through this, right? Some of you could be unknowingly fighting this shift, okay, which is making it harder for you to get to the Six of Swords energy, which is just like, you know, calmer waters, all right? Some of you are resisting this, which might be why you're feeling so anxious, which might be why you're having migraines or headaches or irritability or can't sleep at night, okay? You might not be aware that you're resisting it. I don't know if I said that or not. I'm like out of it. You might not be aware that you're resisting it, okay? And your resistance, a lot of you, is coming up in sleepless nights. It's something within you still need to check. It's some dark aspect of yourself that you still need to check, that is refusing to morph with yourself. You remember what I said earlier? Higher self, lower self, about to become one. Your shadow's about to become one with you. Okay? There's a part of you, of that shadow, that is resisting. It could be that you're stubborn as fuck. That could be the aspect, right? It could be that you don't want to see that you're heartbroken about certain things, or you're more in pain about certain things in the past. There's things you're trying to hide from yourself, okay? And that's coming in with this resistance, which is making you have sleepless nights or whatever the fuck you're experiencing, okay? What's this here? Definitely, again, just confirming what we're feeling, right? We're feeling heavy before the Nine of Cups energy, which is wish fulfillment and shit like that. We're feeling this heavy shift. This is also coming up again. We're feeling the shift of those who have been, they've had the money, they've had the glory, they've had the peace, right? But they were like lower, they operated in lower vibration or lower frequency activities. We're also feeling their misery, their anxiety, okay? Which I kind of forgot, which is making sense too. Like, You're not just feeling all of this shit from yourself, your own shift. You're feeling the shift of those losing shit around you. And you've probably been seeing it everywhere, especially if you're an empath or you're just very like sensitive to energy, right? You've been seeing everywhere on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, like people are struggling to pay their bills, right? It's been very fucking heavy because unfortunately the first shall be last and the last shall be first type energy is happening. There's a shift, all right? And those of us that have been fucking struggling, worrying, struggling with either money or finances or romance or just emotions, those of us that have been struggling, we have to feel this too. There has to be some form of suffering for some reason in order to get to this Nine of Cups energy. Okay? Like specifically, me and my friend, we go to the store together sometime and we're fine, but when we walk in the store, we're just like, whoa, this feels, you know, we feel like we're about to fall over and pass out. Like the anxiety is starting to build up, and it's like from individuals around us. Like, have you really looked at people recently? Have you really looked at people's faces recently? Have you felt a different energy when you walk outside? It's because of this. Okay? What's this cherry? See, this is great. This is fabulous. This thing that's coming in is going to free us from this like poverty type bondage, whether the poverty again is financial, emotional, or spiritual. Okay, we just have to go through this last and it feels nasty, doesn't it? A lot of deceptive energy, just like chaotic energy is being revealed. You could be seeing this at your job, even within your home for some of you, unfortunately. Like, I do feel like there's going to be a wear and tear of people's family units, okay? Because some people got married and they're not balanced spiritually or frequency-wise, okay? A lot of teenagers and kids are going to have to they're going to have to adjust to a lifestyle change, unfortunately. I just heard that randomly, all right? So, and for a lot of you, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor. If you feel like something's wrong, go to the fucking doctor. Disclaimer, okay? But a lot of you are dealing with these things, this sleeplessness, these anxious feelings, this paranoia, right? Like, and you're feeling like, oh my gosh, like anxiety comes with dizziness, it comes with blurry eyes, it comes with all kinds of shit, right? Some of you feel like there's something wrong with you health-wise. It's a spiritual shift, okay? But remember, don't listen to me. Go to the doctor. I'm not telling you to go to the doctor, but if this resonates with you, right? You following me? It's really just a spiritual shift, okay? I've even had to tell myself, like, bitch, you're not about to die. You're just anxious as fuck. And I've been dealing with anxiety for a while, but it calmed down. It has calmed down for the past year or so, and recently it has picked back up in the past 2 weeks maybe. So yeah, sorry if I sound like dragged out, like this energy is so heavy, and like I said, I've been having like trying not to do the reading, I've been having panic attacks and shit. Alright, anything else we need to know? We need to know about this. There goes that 10 of Wands again. It's going to be very heavy the next few weeks, you guys. But why is it going to be heavy? Look, this is why. Again, Seven of Swords reversed. I just said a lot of deception is going to be revealed. That's why it's going to be heavy. A lot of evil fucking beings, whatever you think evil is, are collapsing. They're losing everything. And we're feeling that. The liars are being exposed. The narcs are being exposed, okay? This is not just higher up people. This is regular people you see. This is a collective thing. All right? That's why it feels so heavy. We're feeling the woes of those that are losing their position. Alright, immediately with this Hermit, I felt like we all need to take time. Me too. We all need to take more time to ground ourselves during this shift, to protect ourselves, whatever that is to you. Some of us are going to have to physically protect ourselves. I hate to say, I don't know why I just heard that. Most of us, it's just a spiritual thing. A lot of the anxiety will kind of like chill out if you take time to talk to your deities, to pray to Jesus. I don't give a fuck what you do. To meditate with Buddha, to ground yourself, to hug a tree. I don't know. It doesn't fucking matter. Whatever you do, you need to tap into your spiritual practices more now than ever to stay grounded, to remain calm. That will help with some of the anxiety I feel or the sleepless nights, okay? And then, right, you know, eventually things are going to look up, but it is going to get a little bit more heavy, you guys. Some days better than others. Like yesterday was a okay day for me. Today the anxiety is, you know, but the day before yesterday I was fine. So some days are going to be heavier than others, and the days that are heavier, I think they're just like big things happening to people in the world, all right? Of course, war and stuff is happening, but I'm not really talking about war with this dynamic. I'm just talking about like the karmic shift as far as finances and exposure and emotions and spirituality and manipulators becoming the manipulated and the narcs becoming, you know, the real victims, right? Like they're finally getting a taste of their own medicine, or their karma is coming back in the form of a loss. Okay. See? And at the bottom right here, it was kind of crazy. Like I was just looking. This Five of Pentacles, this is those people I was talking about that's going down. Okay? That has to happen for us that have been down, no matter what down is to you, to get to this Four of Wands energy, okay? Which is good energy. Peace, peaceful homes, stable homes, peaceful marriages, stuff like that, all right? Some of you I just heard too, if you don't think you're going to get married, you are going to get married. That was random. You are going to get married eventually. It just wasn't going to be during this karmic time, all right? This is not going to be a love reading. I'm going to shoo that away. I think that's all I have to say about this. Okay, am I going to do one more? I don't know yet. Guilty came out. Like, I kind of feel like this shift for the fuck faces is a guilty, like this is their sentencing to suffer, to lose, to be put in almost similar positions that we have been put in, okay? Right here it says, yes, trust your intuition. Like some of you already know what you've been feeling is a spiritual thing, all right? Because you're connected. And look, what was under that? Marriage. Some of you are, this is when this finally happens, you are going to meet your person and get married, okay? Whatever, fuck off. Okay, some of you, Remember, find your peaceful place during this time of uncertainty, during this time of mishaps, all right? It is going to be a heavy few weeks, okay? It has to happen though, but we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. I mean, that's pretty much it. All right. Am I doing a second reading? I'll find out after this, but okay. Thanks.